Picture this. You finally snagged that perfect riverside retreat you've always dreamed of, only for your homeowners association to barge in and insist on turning your private dock into a public thoroughfare. Unbelievable, right? But that's exactly what hit me like a ton of bricks. It all started back in the spring of 2023 when I closed on my cozy cabin along the banks of Willow River in upstate New York. I'd saved for years, scrimping on vacations and overtime shifts, just to afford this gem. The place was pure magic, ancient oaks shading a gentle slope down to the water, where the river whispered secrets through reeds and sunlight danced on the ripples. I named it Haven's Edge, my escape from the city's grind. Mornings, I'd brew a strong cup of joe and perch on my weathered dock, feet dangling in the cool current, watching herons skim the surface. Afternoons melted into lazy floats on an inner tube, the world fading to nothing but the rustle of leaves and the occasional splash of a jumping fish. Evenings. Bonfires crackling under starry skies, roasting marshmallows while the river's lullaby soothed my soul. It was my fortress of solitude, a place where worries drowned in the depths. That bliss exploded one sweltering July afternoon when a certified letter landed in my mailbox, stamped with the HOA's seal like some royal decree. My heart sank as I tore it open. The board, led by this smug chairman named Harold Jenkins, demanded I grant easement rights for community river access, right through my backyard. They claimed the neighborhood's growing families needed a shared spot for picnics and boating, and my prime location made it the ideal choice. No discussion, no compensation, just a veiled threat of fines if I didn't comply within 30 days. Rage boiled up inside me. This wasn't just land. It was my sanctuary they'd trample with strangers' footprints and noisy kids. I wasn't about to roll over. Digging through dusty deed records and HOA covenants that night, I discovered loopholes. The original plat map showed my property line extending into the water, untouched by any shared access clauses. Fueled by fury, I fired off a polite but firm email requesting a meeting. Harold's reply? Curt and condescending. The board's decision is final for the greater good. The nerve. I rallied, showing up at the next HOA gathering in the community hall, my voice steady despite the knot in my stomach. Neighbors packed the room, some nodding sympathetically, others glaring like I'd stolen their lunch. Harold droned on about unity and shared resources, painting me as the selfish holdout blocking progress. Tensions skyrocketed from there. Whispers turned to outright confrontations. My next-door neighbor, Mrs. Elaine Vargas, who'd always waved hello, now accused me of hoarding the river like a miser. Anonymous notes appeared on my door. Play nice or pay up. The HOA slapped me with escalating fines, threatening liens that could force a sale. Sleepless nights followed, poring over legal forums and consulting a sharp attorney named Lisa Chun, who warned it could drag into court. Community forums buzzed with debates posts calling me a river hog versus supporters decrying HOA overreach. One evening, a group of residents even picketed my fence, chanting for fair access, their signs waving like battle flags. My blood pressure soared. Was this really happening in my quiet corner of the world? The showdown peaked at a special hearing in the local courthouse that fall. Packed with tense faces, the air thick with anticipation, I stood before the judge, Lisa by my side. We presented ironclad evidence. Historical surveys proving my exclusive rights, emails exposing the HOA's bullying tactics, and testimonies from old-timers confirming no prior access claims. Harold countered with slick charts about community benefits, his voice dripping with false concern, but cracks showed when cross-examined, admitting they'd ignored member votes. The room erupted in murmurs as the judge deliberated, my palms slick with sweat. Finally, the gavel fell, victory for me. No easement, fines reversed, and a stern warning to the HOA about abusing power. In the end, I reclaimed my peace at Haven's Edge, though scars lingered, the river's serenity now tinged with wariness. Neighbors thawed slowly, some apologized, others moved on. It taught me that dreams demand defense, and community shouldn't mean steamrolling individuals. But man, what a roller coaster. Now, tell me, what would you do if your HOA tried to seize part of your property? Do these associations wield too much unchecked power, or are they essential for neighborhood harmony? Should private land ever bend to public good demands? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like if this fired you up, and subscribe for more real-life dramas that make you question everything.